the discussion, then maybe they could get a little grasp as to why it was taking so long and seemed so difficult to make this fight. But to most people, they were simply baffled. And this makes all the sense in the world. There's a giant pile of money here. It's unbelievable how much money there is here. And they're not fighting each other? What in the world is that about?
I need a dollar, that's what I need.
But what most everyone didn't know was that the wheels were already in motion to finally make the blockbuster fight a reality. Though the road to an agreement was as perilous as ever. Because while Pacquiao was still exclusively aligned with Bob Arum and HBO, in 2013, Mayweather had signed a lucrative deal with rival network Showtime, owned by CBS. Then, though, as the story goes, it was the unlikely pair of Freddie Roach and the waiter he knew at a popular Hollywood restaurant who in June 2014 brought together Arum and CBS chairman Les Moonves, whose prior dealings had left them on hostile terms.
Leslie Moonves was anxious to make a Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, and he said, wouldn't it be great? I said, sure. But you understand, Leslie, it has to be a co-production with HBO. Fine, no problem, and let's work along those lines.
I'm sitting there like listening to these guys negotiate, and I'm amazed. Like I said, is this really happening? You know, when they walked out of that meeting, right, and I'm walking behind them, and their arms around each other, I said, that fucking fight's gonna happen.
By August, Moonves and HBO chairman and CEO Richard Plepler connected. Then, along with Showtime CEO Matt Blank, began the network negotiations in the fall. In the meantime, though, both fighters needed to get past other opponents. First, in September, Mayweather outpointed Marcos Maidana to extend his unblemished record to 47-0. 2 months later, it was Pacquiao's turn. He knocked down Chris Altieri 6 times to cruise to an easy decision win, and then was happy to address the question on everyone's mind.
The fight that everyone's been talking about again is you and Floyd Mayweather. What are your thoughts about that fight right now?
He's going to fight me? Yes.
Yes. Well, I think I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to fight next year for him.
If Pacquiao's words were clear, his actions were just as unequivocal. For when negotiations resumed, he agreed to accept a 40% share of the purse. This on top of his prior acquiescence to Mayweather's drug testing demands. He even found humor in his predicament, comparing it to offering a prisoner on death row his last meal.
There's a joke. There's a joke. Okay, 40-60, I agree. Okay, 40-60. And drug testing is okay. Yeah, when the people are sentenced by death penalty, before he got sentenced by death, you have to feed him whatever he want or what you want. Anything you want. Okay, give it then. What?
Even with Mayweather fed what he supposedly desired, there were also a host of minor details to be hammered out between Arum and Mayweather's advisor, Al Heyman.
I would be willing to give up on any of those issues that didn't affect the outcome of the fight. Who the hell cares who gets announced first or second? Who cares whether it's Mayweather-Pacquiao or Pacquiao-Mayweather? Who cares in the whole scheme of things that Leonard Ellerby welcomed everybody to the press conference and then introduced me? Who really cares about that stuff?
As the camps made progress, HBO and